Yeah. Yeah. What's up? Y'all thought I wasn't showing up today, huh? Your boy is here. Rise and shine. Rise and shine. Rise and shine, sleepyhead. Yeah. Dedication. This is dedication. What's up? New Gen, you blowing up, huh? Fazell, what's up? What's going on? You guys gotta help me with that one. There you go. Yo, what's going on? Let me type something to let you guys know. I'm here. I just hit my guy up. Hopefully he comes on. But if he don't come on, guess what? Your guy is in the building, baby. I'm in the building. I'm here. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you guys. I'm here. Make sure you guys check out New Gen just dropped the new one on iTunes, so y'all check that out. You know, he crushing it as usual. I definitely rock with him heavy. Y'all know that. It's dedication. I wanted to get in here, do a little something. Like I said, I just hit my guy up. I just hit him up, see what he's gonna do, see if he's gonna respond. If he's gonna respond, he'll respond. If he don't respond, you know what I'm saying? You're not that far from the loop. Like Castro is dedication. Yeah, so you must have checked out Motivation of the Mind right there in the UK, hanging out. There you go, Lockie Castro in the building. Fazan representing Canada. Yeah. That's what's up. I got a little coconut water right now, just hanging out with the beautiful infinite creators. Yeah, Toronto in the building. There we go. All the time, every day, rocking it, keeping it funky, keeping it live with the beautiful infinite creator. It's a UK thing. It ain't nothing to it but to do it, baby. Ain't nothing to do it. I was talking to Manchester, UK in the building on I believe it was Monday. Yeah, we got Michael from Motivation of the Mind, the lieutenant. I was rocking with the lieutenant. Go check him out. The lieutenant is pretty cool. You know, he said he was rocking with the Retain gang. Shouts out to my man Dante Young and the Retain gang. Shouts out to Nipsey Hussle too. You guys can hear the instrumental bumping. Dedication. Nipsey. Oh, Judas? I don't think about Judas, bro. My thoughts on Judas, which one? The one who betrayed Jesus for 30 pieces of silver, that guy? You want to go into religion on me for saying that? Yeah, that beat is fire. I'm gonna bring it back today because the day marks I think it was a year marks says the late great Nipsey. You know, his energy. You know, I'll bring it back. I'll bring Nipsey. That's Nipsey Hussle. Dedication. I'm bringing it. I'm putting it out there. Getting it for you guys. Yeah. Only you, Fazan. Only you. No, I don't think about Judas. Judas the Savior. The movie you're talking about. It sounds like you're talking about the movie on I don't know if that's Netflix, and if it's that one, I haven't checked it out. Judas, if you talking to Judas from way back in the day, I mean, I think Neville Goddard got some good things he say about Judas. You know what I'm saying? I think Neville's got some good things about Judas that he talks about, but I don't really think about that. I just like keep it moving because we live on the Infinite Creators Live. We live. What do you think about Judas? What do you think about Judas? You asking me what I think about Judas? Oh, the biblical figure. That's who you. Okay. Well, um, I didn't really wasn't thinking about Judas today. I'm not gonna. I haven't really studied Judas. The only thing I know about is that he betrayed Jesus for 30 pieces of silver. And a lot of times when we talking about certain characters or certain things or certain energies, it has a lot to do with us. What's up, my guy, Sam Spirits? Sam Spirits is in the building, people. Yo, yo, yo. Thanks for coming. Thanks for showing up with me. It's dedication. It's dedication. It's dedication. You got to keep on. You got to keep on grinding. But if you talk about that guy in the Bible, I really, other than that one story, other than being the guy who betrayed Jesus the Christ, I'd have to dig deep into him. I'd have to look up, what the real significance of him is. And I'm sure I've got some material. Y'all know I don't like to stop before I do my thing. But since today marks a year of the transitioning of the great Nipsey Hussle, I'm just going to ride a little bit with dedication. Thank you all. Thank you, beautiful infinite creators, for riding with me. Excuse me. Yeah. I sent out the link to my guy. Let's see what he does. I know he said we was going to hook up a little later, so we'll see if he gets back on it and jump on here with us. But yeah, it's a little dedication. It's about showing up today with the beautiful infinite creators, with all the beautiful infinite creators. I don't care I don't care about the haters. No, I'm gonna back that up. I'm gonna rewind that. We don't care about the haters because we are infinite creators. We keep creating, we keep evolving. We keep creating, we keep evolving. Facts, facts, facts. Always building, always building. My top 5 books, I will definitely give you my top 5 books. I was listening to School of Greatness. You guys, if you ever heard of School of Greatness podcast, Lewis Howes, he was interviewing Bob Proctor this week. So obviously Bob Proctor's talking about, yeah, definitely. Bob Proctor was talking about, Think and Grow Rich. So Think and Grow Rich, I mean, anybody in personal development, self growth, or whatever, self transformation, whatever you're into, they always go back to Think and Grow Rich. So Think and Grow Rich, for me, I will always say that's a classic for me. So that'll be on my top 5. I would probably go from Think and Grow Rich to, let me see. Well, Lead the Field. I'm not gonna go to lead the field. So I would go Think and Grow Rich, and then I would probably, for me, it would be W. Clement Stone. The success systems that the success system that never fails. The success system that never fails. That book right there is a monster. It's a real monster. So that would be up in my top 2. And then, I'd probably have to look over my shoulder. But I love Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Robert Kiyosaki was definitely a game changer for me. Basically dealing with money, dealing with understanding basically passive income, residual income, earned income. Just learning all those things from Robert Kiyosaki was huge for me. And I'll say my 4th book, I like the self-help genre. I like it a lot. I probably should put, for me, I probably should put the Bible up there because early on my path and my journey, that's what my parents taught me from. They taught me out of the Christian Bible. So I should probably put that in the top 5. So I would probably put that in the top 5. I learned a lot of great stories, a lot of lessons, that still stick with me to this day. So yeah, I would probably put that there. Number 5 for me, I could go anywhere with this. I'm gonna throw something. I'll probably throw something a little esoteric out there, or something. Let's say The Power of Awareness by Neville Goddard. Power of Awareness by Neville Goddard. That's another one that's been a game changer. But those are for you, Sam. Those are my top five that I would say. And I don't like to say the Bible because everybody comes on and say, "Oh, they read the Bible. They read the Bible." So, and I'm gonna leave the Bible there. What's up, Che? What's up, Daniel G? So if I have to get let's see, a utility book, a all around book. Let's go with Dr. Norman Vincent Peale. Dr. Norman Vincent Peale. The positive mental attitude, because I think that's huge, huge. No, I haven't read the Quran, but I definitely am getting a copy. I'm definitely getting a copy because I definitely think that that's something that I want to study as I continue to keep on growing and evolving. So yeah, I definitely the master key. See what I'm saying, Sam? It's gonna be something that I forget. Well, the master key for me is a good book, and I enjoy it, but it takes work. It takes a lot of work and a lot of like concentration and a lot of focus. Neville is more or less, they people call Neville Goddard New Age, but I call Neville Goddard. If you, let's say you've had a Christian upbringing, he identifies with Christ. But I mean, I think if you've read the Bible, if you grew up in that type of religion, Neville's going to turn you upside down. Neville's going to turn you upside down. So if you guys want to like find something that's going to not just challenge your thinking, but something that's going to help you along your journey and on your path, Neville Goddard is a monster. I hear what you're saying, Fazan. I hear what you're saying, you know, but sometimes you have to get literal. So you prefer the Bible in terms of history? Okay, I guess it would be what's the start date and what's the end date. You know what I mean? And if we start talking about that on a historic from a historic perspective, when was the inception? When did it become here? Do you talk about the Council of Nicaea? You cannot talk about the Bible and talk about what they left out of the Bible, like St. Thomas and Apocrypha and different things like that. So, I mean, it's just a matter of perspective from time period. Which one? Oh, I'm glad you like it. I'm glad you like it. I got some more on the way. As soon as I get this website on, Sam, I'm telling you, don't make me slip into this one behind me. I was about to slip into this one behind me. But yeah, I'm glad you like it. I'm glad you rocking it. I've got some other things that I'm working on for the beautiful infinite creators, because we always creating and we're always evolving. There goes my guy, Hot Dog. Hot Dog, are you in Manchester? Are you in Manchester, UK? Are you the retain gang? So yeah, I was talking about frequency programming. Well, I wasn't talking about it, but I did this little video with X on frequency programming, and you know, gazer, gazer. And I was checking it out, and I've been looking at it, and it's been pretty interesting, pretty interesting, pretty interesting. I must say, I must say, and as we continue to grow and evolve, you got to be dedicated. You got to be dedicated to what it is that you're doing and where you're going. Like I will tell anybody, you don't have to listen to me. You don't have to listen to me. All you got to do is keep on showing up, because life. I'm gonna play. I'm gonna be Mr. Rogers right now. Pull up my sweatshirt and won't you be my neighbor? Could you be my? Should you be my neighbor? There we go. All right. You astro of course I believe in I was rocking with Rudolph Steiner today, just to let you know. There's been a few meditations that I've been rocking with Steiner, so of course I I believe in astral projection. What part of your mind? What part of your mind? What part of your mind you gotta tap in? What is that? Man, well, whatever. That's just somebody texting me with something. You could tap into your mind And yeah, there's certain frequencies that can make you do that. There's certain frequencies that can make you tap into, astral projection, and listening to different frequencies will change your state of mind. Most people don't know what the waking up of the mind is, or not even waking up of the mind, but what their mind is. Most people don't even understand that. For real, for real, for real, for real. Yo, X put a lot of people on, low key. He said low key, he had like 8 million kids. He said low key for real. So yeah, and yeah, I've seen the whole interview, Sam. I definitely the whole academic interview. Yes, I have, and I definitely like that was one of the things that I gravitated towards X at a certain period of time, maybe like in 2018. And the art of literally. Have you ever astral projected? And I've been reading Frank Young too. So Frank Young. So yeah, Fazan. The art of literally leaving the body. The whole interview was so fire. Yeah, I had to admit, but I had to, like I said, the only thing that I didn't like about that interview was when DJ Academics was asking him, certain things, without really like thinking about it. And I felt like DJ Academic was old enough to realize not to ask certain questions. Oh, for sure, for sure, for sure, for sure. It's not even close. Not even close. Not even close. I don't like I said, but that's you have to. He has to be for you. If he's not for you, then you're gonna miss it. You're gonna miss it. If he wasn't for you, if his message wasn't for you, if you didn't understand what he's saying, he just wasn't for you. But every day, um, more people come to the realization. I mean, an X will live on forever, but more people come to the realization of the greatness and where he was leading up, actually waking the minds up, waking the minds up, waking the minds up. No joke. Facts, facts, facts. But remember, that guy was an internet sensation. He was an internet sensation, but long before the academics interview. He was fighting. He was fighting online, but it was like the evolution, And he told academics that he was evolving real fast. He was evolving real fast. You can imagine. I remember being 19, 20, and I mean years old, and evolving and growing that fast. No, I wasn't growing that fast. But he was talking academic, and academic just act like he was like slow or something, and he was trying to get information, but I just didn't like his style. Now I'm a salute academics for getting the interview and having an interview, but I didn't like the pretense that he got the interview, or he started talking to, because they just started streaming, and X didn't even know he was on the stream at first. I think that one of them he didn't realize. I think the beginning at the stream he didn't know he was being streamed, and then he was like, "Why didn't you tell me, man? Why didn't you tell me?" So he laughed it off, and then X went in and started sharing. So I thought that was a classic to leave us that material, and being so candid and being so open and telling us as much as he could have tell us at that point in time. At that point in time, talking about frequencies, talking about how he studied his music, talk about frequency, hertz and kilohertz and all these different things. Okay, so well, now that's gonna take me. Yeah, yeah, I know they were all going. He had the Klan going at him. He had the KKK going at him. Any good books on health? Well, I keep books, so you know that it's mostly cookbooks, Sam. It's cookbooks. I got a smoothie. I got a vegan smoothie book, which is pretty cool. I got that a couple years. I've got a keto book. I've got some things which I have keto book I haven't used, but yeah, it is. Let me see. Uh, for good health books, if I get something, I'll definitely email you it, or I'll shoot you a message and messenger on Instagram. But yeah, health is wealth. Remember, health is wealth. And not just that health is wealth. You have to get out and get some physical activity. You have to get out there and get some fresh air. You have to get out there and get some vitamin D. Socially, you got to get out there for your health. For your health, you got to do something. I don't care if you're walking around the block. I don't care if you're boxing in the gym. I don't care if you're riding a bicycle. I don't care what you just do something. Do something, people. Do something. All right. Don't just sit back, wishing and hoping for change. Make change. Make change. Make change. Be the change that you want to see. Be the change you want to see. The today marks the today marks a year since. Yeah, definitely. Academics definitely knew what he was doing. I just didn't rock with him like that. After that interview, I was like, I could care less about Ack, because when X passed, you had Joe Buttons was like, "Oh, he shouldn't have did that and this and that." But like I said, X, how could you not cover him? And I get it. Yeah, yeah, you can Wim Hof. All right, I'm gonna check out Wim Hof. Definitely do that, Sam. But yeah, that was a classic interview. Learning and understanding and growth. And like I said, in listening to X, you go for me. I started checking out Steiner, and I still listen to some of the meditations by Steiner for Zan. If you like, check out Steiner, listen to him. Basically, he'll talk to you about um, not just astral projection, but he talks about higher worlds. He talks about beings being around all around you. He talks about a lot of different things that if you're not ready for it, then it's gonna go over your head. But you got to be ready for it. You got to be ready for it when the information comes. Not everybody's ready for the information when the information comes. Not everybody's ready for the information when the information comes. But when it comes, you got to be in tune. You got to be in tune. And I had Soul Illuminati was like, "Oh, I wasn't, I wasn't on frequency at that point in time." A lot of people weren't on frequency. You know what I mean? But as you continue to grow and evolve, you'll get on frequency, and then certain things will start making sense to you. Certain things will start making sense when you start understanding I'm not gonna say the esoteric knowledge of your body and who you are and what you are, and you're fashioned in the likeness of the universe. You know, it's wild. It's wild. Then certain things will start making sense to you. Then certain stories that was passed on throughout the years and the ages will start making sense. I've also, since Sam, since you asked me about books, like my top five, I'm not gonna put this in my top five yet, but there's one by Collier. I love Robert Collier. He's got some good material. Anything you get by Robert Collier is good. I love Manly P. Hall. Manly P. Hall did one. I've got it down here. Secret of all ages, all straight esoteric knowledge. But like I said, sometimes you gotta be you gotta be ready for it. Well, the Papa Keith interview, yeah, I like that because X could have talked about what he wanted to talk about all day. And Papa Keith seemed like a pretty cool cat. That interview was cool. I like that interview a lot. And I like the one with the young woman from the radio station that he did. I don't want to call her the call channel because I forgot what the channel is. But yeah, all those were classic interviews that you have to check out. If you guys see anything out there that maybe we might be interested in as infinite creators, don't mind posting it in the Facebook group. Don't mind posting it on the Instagram page. Tag us. Don't mind us. Just tag us. Any information that you get that you want to share. That's why we're here. We're here to share. We're here to share. But like I said, today marks a year since the passing of Nipsey Hussle, and I was. I'm not gonna dive into Nip, but um, I almost forgot what I was doing. Yeah, no, I'm just messing with you guys. Yeah, I was just messing with you guys. But yeah, I don't want to forget Nipsey. I love X. I love Nipsey. I think these two gentlemen and these two young men had an integral part and moving us forward as just beings, as spiritual beings, and just examining who we are and examining where we're going, and examine where we're going and on this journey. But you can't forget about where you're going. You just have to know where you're going. You have to know where you're going. You have to know where you're going. Let's see. I salute the divinity too. Man, how y'all gonna let me start without? Ah! Yeah. So beautiful, infinite creators. I hope. I hope you guys are having a good day. I hope you guys are having a good day. I hope you guys are having a good day. Hope you're doing the things that you need to do and making sure that you're taking care of yourself. I'm gonna do this anyways. I'm gonna do this anyways. Yep. There we go. I've salute you. Been doing some research on. Yeah. What'd you learn? I mean, I guess that's what I would say.
Almost forgot what I was doing. Almost forgot where I was going.
I've been driving. I've been
smoking.
what?
Almost forgot what I was doing. Almost forgot what I was drinking. What the hell have I been doing?
Okay, all right. I'm not gonna go there. But hot dog. Okay, so you what have you learned so far in studying the golden beetle or finding the golden beetle? I got some. I mean, I got some real dope information on the golden beetle, but it was more or less a book, and it was talking about. It was somebody was talking about me. Because I kept hearing people saying that X basically he sold his soul to an entity. And everybody's entitled to their opinion, and everybody's got their opinion. It's not. I don't know. I wasn't there with him, so I can't say. I can tell you that we all belongs to universal soul. So even if you think you sold your soul, like literally, I don't think it's a literal thing, personally. But if it's figuratively, I could see something like that figuratively for someone, but literally, I don't think you could literally sell your soul. That's me personally, because um, yeah. So yeah, I've heard some things about that. I've got some books, um, and these books are real, real, real. They get deep in it. I haven't checked the book out. I've only got secondhand accounts from other people who tell me about this book and the being that supposedly is in the sad video, the entity that was in the sad video, that they said it was it was the person or the entity that he sacrificed himself to. But I don't know how much of that I really get with. I don't know how much I really rock
The human
with
being.
there. And
I
yeah, it's just one of these things. Little Nas X. I'm gonna talk about that for a second. You talking about Robert Johnson for that? You talking about Robert Johnson? But I look into Rudolf Steiner's work. I don't have that much info. I've started reading how to know how he works. That's another one. I was just checking out how to know how he works as well. But like I said, what Rudolf Steiner, what it is with him is like your mind has to really grow. You have to really like ponder some of the things that he's writing. You're gonna have to reread it. But when you come to that understanding, what he was talking about, I mean, the guy was way before his time. He's 150 years old, and I'm telling you guys, Steiner is that guy, Steiner. But like I said, Steiner makes you aware of what's going on around you, what's going on in the other world, other worlds or other realms. He talks about, people call it the Watchers and things like that. But like I said, I'm not gonna go into Steiner, but the knowledge of higher worlds is a good one. And it's just how much work you want to put in, how much work you really want to put in. Are you willing to do the work? Are you willing to sit back and ponder some things? And I think for me, a lot of the times, a lot of growth has happened for me is um when I'm able to pull back and not just meditate on the material, but just go into the silence. When I'm able to go into silence, maybe I'm fasting for a few days, or for a half a day, or whatever you, and I begin to become a little more clear, a little more focused, and understanding what it is about, certain information. Sometimes, it's fast, and sometimes it's not as fast. But the thing is, you got to stick with it. There's books that weren't I wasn't ready for, but they started making sense. Stein is a freak, one of the most talented people throughout history. Facts. Recommended for me the Golden Beetle, because that's something I'm very interested in. You're very interested. There's a lot of, I remember, like I said, for me, the Golden Beetle, and I'll tell you like this, for me, the Golden Beetle led me to Steiner, and that was a good find for me. But when I started listening to the, not even listen, but looking for the Golden Beetle, I came across the Waldorf school. The Waldorf is like the Waldorf Astorium, Marloff, Waldorf. So I came across Waldorf learning, and that's basically like homeschoolers, and that made sense. And then the collection of books, the Beetle books, Golden Beetle books, or whatever. It's a collection of books from there. So I got into that, and like I said, I started learning them, and it's ancient. A lot of the information is ancient. A lot of the learning is different. A lot of the learning is hands on. But then it talks about the seven races, and Atlantis and Sumeria and certain cultures, and it all depends on how deep you want to go down the rabbit hole, or do you want to stop. For me, I started learning about some things, and then I'm like, when it comes to like the Golden Beetle, so the intrigue was there. I started getting some information. I got a bit of it. Then when I got into Steiner, and I started hearing other things, or started reading other things about the Golden Beetle, then it was just like, it didn't intrigue me as much more anymore. I'm not saying that it won't lead you to somewhere. I know they said that there's demons attached to the books. I can't tell you that, because I'm gonna say I haven't got an inside look at any book other than anything that Steiner wrote. I've read things that Steiner wrote, and I've come across things online that took me to, like, I learned about the first races on the planet and things like that. And those things are, for me, those things are very interesting. But like I said, the information is there. Is whether you're willing to go do the work to find the information. And like X told people, he used to say, if the books are for you, if it's meant for you, it'll come to you. It'll come to you. But if it's not, don't worry about it. I wouldn't worry about the Golden Beetle. I would just pick up the information that I resonate with. If I resonate with the information, then I'll rock with it. If I don't, I just discard it, and I move along. I move along. But don't get like so caught up in the one thing that you're not growing. Don't get caught up in the one thing that you're not growing, because on this trip, you know, on this trip here, facts. And then they talk about the golden scarab as well. The golden scarab in Egypt, which is a beetle. I mean, these things are interesting. These things are interesting. Remember, there was the whole Egyptian culture. And I remember Tango going in one week. He was talking about, remember they burned down the library at Alexander? And I was like, no, you're not going to go there. Yeah, but he went there. Yeah, yeah. Steiner was definitely one of the main influence of the esoteric knowledge and the occult knowledge. But like I said, it's, you have many occultists, and you have, and people think, like, I know what I was going to talk about a second, but while we're here, they go into things like, occultist is like, it's outside of religion. They would call it, basically. It's religion is basically cults, and most people don't realize that, and they don't understand that. But you have to look up the definition yourself of what a cult is, or you could look up the definition of what occult is, and it'll probably help you out, and you'd get a better understanding. But the little thing that Little Nas X played the other day, and I don't even know why I'm talking about him. I really don't, because it's just a far as I'm concerned, it's a joke. It's a gimmick. It's a gimmick. He's no different than Marilyn Manson or Ozzy Osbourne or one of those guys. but he's trying to not only sell, he's trying to stay relevant. He's trying to stay relevant. So how does Little Nas X stay relative? He's going down the Old Town Road. He can't stay relative, so he's gonna play a card where he know most people don't understand. That's the card Little Nas X is playing. And talking about yeah. Definitely hot dog. Crowley, facts. Crowley. Well, Crowley's big with a lot of the music industry cats. Crowley's real big, you know. But you got to understand symbolism. Crowley, do as thou wilt, do as thou wilt. Crowley is, a lot of people in the industry, they rock with Crowley because Crowley put them on a certain amount of knowledge, a certain amount of information. I've heard people say they've channeled Crowley and things like that. I've heard different things like that. But it all depends on where you are on your journey, where you trying to go, where you're not trying to go. I would say you don't have to go down a dark path. You don't have to go down a dark path. You could, you could choose good. You could choose good, but I'm not saying something is good or something is bad. I'm telling you, it's your thinking that makes it so. Your thinking that makes it so. Yeah, Lil Nas X just clowning. He knows that talking about that will make people talk about him. There you go. Yes, that's exactly what he's doing. But people are talking. It's sort of like when you say there's no publicity. All publicity is good publicity. That's what it is. Whether it's good publicity or bad publicity, all publicity is good publicity as far as this cat goes. But yeah, so he's just hitting on something that people they're afraid of and they don't understand. I found it hilarious. I found it funny, and I just like he's giving the devil lap dance and things like that. But it's selling Satan sneakers. It's hilarious. It's all like, as far as I'm concerned, it's flat out entertainment, flat out entertainment. But if you're not on that frequency, you're not on that vibration, you're not gonna get it. You're gonna miss it, and you're gonna be talking about something, wasting your time talking about something that really don't matter. And that's what Lil Nas X did to stay relevant, to try to market, to try to get his music out there. If the music is great, you know what I'm saying? Like X said, if you're gonna take, maybe your music is not that good, that you got to pull hoax and gimmicks. So I'm sorry, And like I said, Panini was cool. I thought that song was good by him. But other than that, it was like, man, 444 guys. What is this? 444. Yeah. So yeah, there were things that I definitely rock with. But like I said, after this one, I'm like, whatever, whether that's his deal or it's not his deal. I tell y'all a story. I'll tell y'all a quick story since we got a story time. Story time. So one day I was working and I went somewhere and it was the Satanic Temple. Someone giving it facts, facts. Well, I mean, yeah, he sold his soul. Yeah, he got to get paid. So this is the way he gets paid. I get it. I rock with that. I know little Nas X want to get another check. So in order for him to get another check, yeah, he's willing to do that. But I'm gonna tell y'all about how I ended up in a Satanic Temple one day. I was working. I had a story or something. We had to go. I ended up in a Satanic Temple. They had a Baphomet locked in a garage. So I mean, I kind of got, this is how powerful your mind is. This is how powerful you are. And I was calling myself, I'm like, I'm not going in there. I'm not going in there. And immediately I stopped. I pulled myself back and I asked myself, well, what's the deal here? What's going on? And I faced myself and I walked in that joke and I did what I had to do. It's nothing to, he just created a new Yeah, I get it. I get it. But I don't, that's what 444 means. 444 means that they're for me, it's all they're all around me. I'm protected. Angels are all around me. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. So yeah, I just ended up someplace and people are afraid of what they don't understand. So as long as you're afraid and you don't have understanding, that's why when I was a kid and they used to read the Bible. I used to read the Bible all the time. It said, and all you're getting, get understanding. Get understanding. So people are usually afraid of what they don't understand. So if you don't understand, maybe you should ask the questions. Maybe you should ask the questions and hopefully you could get the answers. You know, there's always certain things that are taboo, certain things that people it's spook people out. But remember, and I'm just gonna talk from this perspective. I don't want to go into anything like wow or crazy, but I'll talk from this perspective. You know, if I go back and I think about let's say Christianity for a second, there were slaves who had no choice but to be converted into Christians. They had it beat into them. They had Christianity beat into them. You know what I mean? But was Christianity bad or was Christianity good? I think it's all a perspective because as I kept on growing and as I got older and I started learning more, um, people need something to believe in. You have to have something to believe in. So whether it was for good or for bad, it people, especially my people, had something to hold in and something to believe in. Whether you believe in Jesus or you don't believe in Jesus, that doesn't matter. I used to believe in Santa Claus. You know what I'm saying? As long as I believed in Santa Claus, I got presents. When I stopped believing in Santa Claus, I didn't get as much presents no more. Everything changed. So that it takes you back to the power, you being the power. You being the power. If you believe in Satan or the devil, then that's work for you. That I'm not disrespecting that. That's what you're into. I don't. It doesn't matter to me. You rock with Jesus. That's what you believe in. But something that was beat into you and you had no choice but to accept it. Because if you didn't convert, then they were gonna kill you. You were gonna get killed. You know what I'm saying? But some people still hold on to it, and I listen and I hear, but it was like these people had no choice. They got their religion beat into them, and it's still programming and it's still conditioning. When you understand that there's it's programming and conditioning, I don't care what you subscribe to. I don't care. It doesn't matter. I'm going to respect you as a being, as a spiritual being, as a infinite creator. But as we keep on going down this road, you are going to realize, you're going to realize that it's your belief that you create your world. What are you saying? Okay, hot dog, let's go. You, yeah, your mind can get you through everything, even when you're sick. Facts. You just have to be positive. Play God frequency. Yes, for example. Yeah. Well, How many times you've been sick, and if you tell yourself that hey, you can't be sick because you got to get up and you got to go. Ah, well, yeah. Servants obey your masters. I can't speak for the whole race, Fazan. I can't speak for all people, black people or people of color. But like I said, during a certain time period, it was used for leverage. It was used for leverage. We gonna get ours now. Y'all gonna get y'all's later. You know what I'm saying? I'm of the school. I want mine now and later. You know, now, later, like the candy. I want mine now and later. So I mean, I always had questions just like that for them. I've always had questions just like that. You know, the same God was the God over the slave and the slave master. I mean, just questions. I'm just saying, just observations. The slave and the slave master had the same God. How? Anyways, just people just have to ask these questions. And I'm just using that as the example. But like I said, if you didn't have any choice, you know, and if it was passed on, you take on what was passed on. If my parents were into the Quran and they were and they were Muslims, I'd be Muslim. If they were Quakers, I would be a Quaker. If they were Buddhists, I would be Buddhist. You know, from a religious perspective. From a religious perspective, I would have been anything that my parents were because that's what they taught me. But I grew up in a Christian household, so at a certain point, that's where I was on my journey. You know, but when you start questioning, you start asking, and you don't have all the answers. Swear you don't have all the answers. You know what I mean? But what the point I'm trying to make is your belief is that powerful. It's that strong. Yeah, you can't judge anything. You can't judge anything. You just have to be the observer. You have to become the observer. Observe everything. Observe everything. You know, facts. That after all those years, even after leaving slavery, they followed it so closely. I mean, there's people who would die hard Christians, and has been affected by slavery. You know what I mean? And not in a good way, but it's programming. It's programming. You want to call it predictive program? You can call it whatever you want. It's programming. It's programming. But when you take control over the supercomputer, when you take control over the programming, then you reprogram yourself, or you be transformed by the renewing your mind. Then you're in the driver's seat. You're in the driver's seat. You're not blaming other people. You're accepting the responsibility, and you're changing your life. You're changing your world. In school, everyone had the quiet kid, and I always wanted, I won't say judge them, but I didn't give them a chance. And these people are generally the smart. Mm, facts, facts. I was the type of guy, and that's a great observation, hot dog. That's a great observation that you make. Usually, the smartest kids in the room were the quiet kids. Usually, and you know, and not always, but it was early on. I learned to respect others, respect others, respect others, respect myself, respect everybody, respect all. I was watching a movie one time. It was the grapevines or something. It was a story about the Great Depression in 19, I want to say 1931 or something around that time. But I think it was grape. It was something to do with grapes, and the theme of the story was all everything God made is holy. All that all God made is holy. Everything, everything, everything that God made is holy. But it's your view of yourself. It's your self-image. It's your self-image. Your self-image is probably the most important thing that you have. Your mind, the theater of your mind, the theater of your mind. That's what's probably more important, because if you take a kid and you tell a kid from, let's say infancy, that they're nothing, and you keep on telling them and you keep on bombarding them with that message that they're nothing, that they're not going to be anything, that they're a piece of crap, that kid's going to grow up believing that they're no good. They're no good. But if you take that same kid and you put them in an environment and you tell them that they were the greatest, that they're an infinite creator, that they're beautiful, that they're the shit, they'll believe that. They'll believe that. It all boils back to you. It boils back down to you. It's not outside you. It's in you. It's in you. And as long as they can keep you looking outside of yourself and never looking inside yourself, game is over. Game is over. We all have a specific amount of time. We don't know how long we have. We don't know the amount of time we have. But while we're here, right? While we're here, we could do the best that we could do while we're here. So what's saying that is like, go inside yourself and find the answers. That they the ones observing and making decision on what they see. Now, when I'm in class, I observe and pay attention. Yeah, because it's all about you. It's all about you. You need to focus on you. If you're not, and that's why I was telling someone yesterday, it's not about the people around you. And obviously you raise your frequency so they would understand, or they would ask you, or you would have dialogue and have conversations. But it's let the life you live speak for you. Let the life you live speak for you. Don't sit back and complain about where you are in life. Do something about it. If you don't like where you are, change it. You can change it. You can change it. It's never too late to change. But when you focus on what it is, when you focus on what it is and your goals and your desire, and you don't let anything take you off of that, you won. The game is over. The game is over. The game is over because you know that you're not being distracted. You know, you're not going. We all fall down. We all fall down. It helps. Yeah, it helps because you're focusing on you. You're putting the energy where it needs to be. You're putting the energy on your mind. You're putting the energy on you. You're not thinking about this person over here not doing something, or that person not helping you out. You're putting the energy on yourself. You're focusing on you. So as long as you're focusing on you, you have to grow. You have to grow. It's like the seed. When you plant the seed in the soil, put dirt over it, you water it, you take care of it, you get some air on it, you get some sunlight, you start gazing, it's gonna grow. The plant is going to grow. You're a plant. But remember, your mind is a field. Your mind is a field. Thoughts are the seeds. Thoughts are the seeds. You plant those thoughts in your mind, you're planting seeds. So plant good seeds. You can't plant an apple seed and get oranges. You can't plant an orange seed and get bananas. You can't plant a grape seed and get peaches. It doesn't happen. Whatever your seeds are, that's what it's gonna return. That's what's gonna return to you. Whatever seed you plant, whatever thought you plant, whatever thought. Listen to that. Whatever thought you plant, that's what you're gonna. That's what you're gonna bear. That's what you're gonna blossom. That's what's gonna blossom in your life. If you're planting seeds of prosperity, you know what's gonna come back to you? Prosperity. If you're planting seeds of health, seeds of health are gonna come back to you. If you're planting, if you're planting weeds and nightshade, then that has to come back. If you're planning confusion, if you're planning anything that you don't want, then you have to examine your mind. You have to look at what the thoughts in your mind. You have to journal. You have to write these things down, and you have to, you know, focus on what it is that you want. Only focus on what you want. Don't focus on what anybody else, anything outside of your mind that you don't want. Don't focus on it. Don't focus on it. There's plenty laws that you could find and you can understand. One of the tension things, one, yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. And then now I have a bigger purpose. Like that isn't important to me anymore. Well, we remember, nobody gets to choose your purpose for you. Nobody gets to choose your purpose. You know what I mean? We're all here for a purpose, and you're here for a reason. But you either create it or you walk into it. You walk into it. So when you put the focus on where it needs to be, then you don't got time to get into that junk, or you don't have time to get into to garbage. So just put the focus on where it needs to be. That's all. And that's one of the main things that'll get you back on your square. One of the main things that can get you back on your square is basically focusing on yourself. Focus on yourself. Remember, we don't care about the haters. We're beautiful creators. Keep creating, keep evolving. Keep creating, keep evolving. I want to thank all the beautiful, infinite creators joining me today. You could have been anywhere else in the world, but you here. Yeah, baby. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So we're going to keep on creating. We're going to keep on evolving. We're gonna do what we gotta do. Make sure you like us on YouTube, like, share, and subscribe. Check us out on Facebook. Also check us out on Instagram. I'm not gonna keep you guys waiting. I appreciate you guys. I thank you guys. If I can get this guy to come on, maybe I'll reschedule. But yeah, I just want to come and show some love. It's hump day. Happy hump day. Hump day. Hump day. We will be back probably before the strong game. We'll be back before the strong game. I want to work on a tighter schedule so the beautiful infinite creators will be on schedule, baby. Be on schedule. So yeah, thank you guys for showing. I gotta get out of here. I can't stay here. I gotta rock. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. Keep creating, keep evolving, keep spreading love. You are love. You are whatever you want to be. So be love. Be love. You're love. Remember, belief is everything. Belief is everything. The mind is all. The mind is all. Okay? The mind is all. Hot dog. Be on the lookout. Should be there tomorrow. All right, guys. Take care. Have a good one. Peace.